Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Wednesday, February 5th, 2025. So, on a day with a lot of numbers that are divisible by 5, did you do the crossword?
I did. It is 252025.
Yes. So the 5, the 20, and the 25, I was regarding those as... I took the centuries and the years left over and decided those should be separate numbers.
I see.
For no apparent reason. Anyway...
I did do the crossword.
And what do you think?
It was hard.
Really?
I had a lot of trouble with it. I didn't think I was going to solve it.
Gasp!
It was that hard.
We are talking about the same crossword. Let me repeat. Wednesday, February 5th, 2025, with a lot of numbers that are divisible by 5.
I was like, it's only Wednesday. Why am I having so much trouble solving this puzzle? But there were just a lot of things in there I didn't know.
Well,
words I'd never really heard before.
Let's see. Did I have problems with this? No, I did this much faster than I did Tuesdays.
It took me 45 minutes and 20 seconds to do this puzzle.
45 minutes, okay.
And I just was like, I got halfway through it, and I'm like, I don't know any of these answers. And I couldn't even think of a word. I mean, some of them are kind of common, but I couldn't even think of any words.
So you weren't trying to use the crosses?
Oh, well, yeah, I was, but I was having trouble that way too. So.
There have been times when, like for example, remember Sunday's crossword? That took me 2 hours and 18 minutes, and you did in 45 or something like that.
Yeah.
So just seize on moments like that when you're in a situation like this, because I breezed through this.
Well, good. Maybe you should talk about it then.
Well, no, we should both talk about it. I mean, you can talk about where it was hard. And I guess there were places where I was a little, somewhat challenged. For example, 3 down, the starchy food item named for a food that resembles a waffle fry.
Right.
I am unfamiliar with the concept of waffle fry.
Oh, they're good.
I'm assuming it's a French fry that looks like a waffle.
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct.
Well, it's well named then.
Yep.
The one next to it, 4 down, was smooth and glossy, sleek.
Right. And that's not hard, but it's like smooth and glossy. And I was trying to think, it could be shiny. It could be gleamy or a gleam. I didn't think of sleek, but I guess sleek could be smooth and shiny.
See, I read a lot of articles about new electric vehicles, and they are all obligated by contract to put the word sleek into their copy. So my only problem was I momentarily forgot how to spell sleek.
Oh.
And it's like SLEAK, and I'm like, I don't know if it's an EA or an EE, but it was sleek with 2 E's.
It seemed like there were a lot of gaming tech kinds of questions, like 8 down was a climax in many a video game boss level.
Yes.
And then we had 46 down, character set for electronic communication.
ASCII.
ASCII.
I nailed that one.
I bet.
That was like, finally, a gimme.
And then we had 59 across, console device with triggers and thumbsticks.
Right.
That was gamepad.
Yes.
So, I eventually got those, but it was just like, man, I don't know.
Well, but like for example, gamepad. The G comes off of 56 down, Showbiz Quartet, EGOT.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
Not for a long time.
Really?
I was trying to think of, what's an act that's got 4 people in it, or a band or something, and turned out to be EGOT.
See, I went for EGOT right away, and therefore I had the G, and with that got me going. And also we had 52 down, measure of brightness was a lumen. Now I'm listening to, or actually I'm watching Severance right now, and the company in that is called Lumen, Lumon. So I had to figure out how to spell lumen correctly.
Mm.
How about 53 down? Fix as text, emend.
Yeah, that took me a bit.
Okay, because that one we've
'Cause
seen.
I was thinking to edit,
Right.
but emend, yes.
Yeah, that one's pretty common, actually. And of course, there was a theme here.
There was. It's just a little theme.
A themette.
A themette.
Okay.
Yes, there were a series of cascading circled letters right in the middle of the puzzle.
Yes.
They were 4 across, and then they just were in 3 consecutive lines in the middle of the puzzle, and they were just offset by 1 each line. So they sort of formed a diamond there in the middle of the puzzle. The first one was in 30 across, and that was analytical thinker. Again, I was like, what could that be? Turned out to be left brain, and the RAIN were circled, so that was the word rain.
Right.
Then we had 36 across, that went the length of the puzzle, doesn't really matter. And that turned to be carries no weight. And the S of carries and the NO and the W of weight were circled, so that spelled out snow. And then we had 41 across, steamed beverage with spices from the Indian subcontinent. And that was a chai latte. And the HAI of chai and the L of latte were circled.
Right.
And that spelled out hail. And the revealer was another term I didn't know. 54 across, common assignment for editorial assistance or a description of this puzzled circled letters. And the answer to that was slush pile. So that was the theme, slush pile.
I thought that was very cute, the fact that they had made a slush pile out of words there.
Well, it was very cute, yes. But I just had never heard that term, slush pile.
Apparently, according to an AI overview, which means, well, okay, I'll tell you what, let's go with Wikipedia. A set of unsolicited query letters or manuscripts that have either been directly sent to a publisher by an author or which have been delivered by somebody. So, yeah, so it's just manuscripts they didn't ask for.
Yeah.
So, sort of like, probably there's a giant slush pile for the New York Times crossword, except, of course, they do say, please send us your crossword, so it's not like they really don't ask for it.
Right.
I thought that was cute, though. I was really actually hoping the revealer was going to be your forecast for this weekend.
No.
But I think ours is mainly just the snow out of the rain, snow, and hail.
Heavy snow.
Heavy snow. Well, snow with weight.
Yep. And it will be slushy then.
I thought
it will be a slush pile if it's heavy.
I thought there were some great clues here, although I think they missed an opportunity with 6 down. Gives the thumbs up was okays.
Yes.
I wish they could have worked Jake's into the crossword.
Good old Jake.
They could have had, they had an opportunity there to follow up. I bet Jake's is going to show up pretty soon. I have faith in Will.
I want to know if 19 down was a debut. The clue was damn you, and the answer was rot in hell.
Yeah, I thought that was a little bit sort of on the nose.
I know. I was a little taken aback.
It is a debut.
Is it? Well, I can believe it. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that. But
No.
it's sort of
A lot of
shocking.
A lot of anger in that answer.
Yeah. I did not care for that. So.
But yeah, I mean it's I'm not sure. Maybe the author was having a bad day or something. Unless there was, I was trying to parse that phrase differently. Rotini. No, it can't be done. Another debut was 32 down. Modern transport service, bike share.
Oh, yes.
Not seen too many around here. Well, actually, I guess all of those. They have all those bikes, like birds or whatever they're called, lying around.
Right. But I don't think they're around in the winter time. I think they gather them up.
Well, they might be under the snow.
No, I don't think so.
We had 33 down. Linguist Chomsky, gnome.
Gnome.
Let's see. What was that famous phrase of his? colorless green gas sleeps noisily.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I thought 35 Down was funny. Fictional band leader of the 1960s, Sergeant Pepper.
Yes. Yup.
Oh.
I wondered about one across. Distance traversed by an arrow was a bow shot.
Yeah, see, there was another one. I was like, huh? Distance traversed by an arrow.
I guess that makes
Bow
sense.
shot.
I was figuring they were looking for a specific unit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a bow shot is a unit. It's like 5.5 bow shots from here.
I have no idea.
We had 10 down. Hawk or crow, and that was spelled Hawke or Crowe, and the answer was actor. We just saw a clue like that with like 4 different actors, and it all had, and they were all like bird names.
Oh, that's right.
I can't remember what the other 2 were, but we had hawk or crow and something else.
Uh-huh.
So I just thought it was interesting that clue reappeared with fewer actors.
Uh-huh.
26 across was OZ with a period after it, which turned out to be important, e.g., and the answer was AMT for amount.
Yes.
And, I've been listening to Wicked, and so I just assumed it was Oz, and I was trying to figure out what Oz, he was a wizard, so I wanted to go for whiz, but that didn't get me anywhere.
I put in WGT for weight. With an ounces, a unit of weight, right?
Right.
So, but no, it was just amount.
Well, ounces can't ounces be both weight and volume? Like you have 16 ounces. Like for example, right now I'm holding a 20 fluid ounce. You see, they've got fluid ounce for this drink here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but if you put it on a scale, would it weigh 20 ounces?
No, because I think this is how many. Just like you've got ounces on the side of a Pyrex container. Where they.
Oh, sure.
I do so little cooking. I don't know what the name of the thing is.
Measuring cup.
Measuring cup. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, they put ounces on that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I thought it was interesting. They had 25 across. Was verb often abbreviated to a letter was R-A-R-E.
Right.
Which I think they might have had in before. But it takes a little bit of effort to figure that one out. Mm-hmm. And then we had 28 across. Brief bit of time was a sec, S-E-C. And, I was reflecting on the fact a lot of people in wordplay will complain when a crossword has lots of 3-letter words. Oh. And they'll complain about, there's a lot of crosswordese in it and so forth. Mm-hmm. But my attitude is if the clue is good, I don't care how many letters are in the answer.
Right. We've seen some pretty amazing clues for like Oreo and some of the other really common words, épée.
Right.
Like there was one about épée. Was that yesterday where it talked about how it's one of the something within the Olympics that has sort of touch,
touch sensor on it or something.
Sensor on it, yeah. So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, yeah. Well, but I look at the like some of the 3-letter. So getting back to R, that was cute. You sort of had to figure it out. It was a little puzzle. And even sec, brief period of a bit of time was a sec instead of a second. Mm-hmm. Sort of amusing. Even 46 across, notes or messages. And they capitalized the word messages, so that was a bit of a tip-off. And the answer was app.
Right.
So I think people shouldn't complain about the number of 3-letter words if they're good, if they're well clued. Mm-hmm. That's my take. I'm now getting off of my soapbox. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
37 down was great, and it was, as soon as I find 37 down, I'm sure it's here somewhere, good things to have about you, wits.
Oh, yes, that was cute.
Did you get that one right away?
No, not right away.
Okay.
There was another part to the theme I forgot.
What?
18 across opens as a menu or a description of this puzzle's circled letters. And it was drops down. And I was trying to...
Oh, I see.
I was trying to put something else in there. Pull down. I put pulls down. But... of course, that didn't work.
Right.
But I've never heard of a drop-down menu. I've heard of a pull-down menu.
I think I've heard of drop down.
Have you? Okay.
But that's cute. That's cute. That really adds another layer to the
Yes,
puzzle.
it does.
Rain, snow, and hail are of course drops
That's right.
of one sort or another.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think this was a great crossword.
Mm-hmm.
It was by Kieran Pandy, and it was their 5th. They have had crosswords on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and 2 on Thursday.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not bad for 5 crosswords. They've got 4 days.
Yeah.
So very diverse. I'm going to assume that Kieran's working on Friday. So brace yourself.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And
well, I'll have to brace myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because if this is Wednesday, I fear to think what Friday would be like.
fear not. Fear not. You got through it.
I did get through it.
Yep.
I did persevere, but
That's just it.
man, I was just like, why is this so hard?
When were you doing it?
I did
At
it.
night?
Yeah. Right after it came out.
Oh, okay.
So.
I bet if you did it in the morning, 10 minutes max.
Oh, I doubt it.
Well, we'll never know now.
Nope. It's done.
Yep.
On to Thursday.
And so are we.
Mm-hmm.
So that is it for today. Thanks everyone for listening. Remember, you can send us feedback, crosswordpodcast@icloud.com, or click on send fan mail. And we will be back again with our cutting edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword. Watch out for rebuses tomorrow.
Bye-bye.